last week when I was talking about doing more on health and other aspects of the things I do that I am not going to be able to do. I got some great replies as far as things to cover, and then I was like, I can't do that's. It's not impossible to do in 5 minutes, but I'm not a doctor. I don't have all these things dialed in. I'm not a nutritionist. All that. I just do things that work and pay attention to the things that work for me and make other people more aware of what works for them. So, anyways, the topic of today is juicing fruits and vegetables good for you? Is it useful? Is it worth doing? And that goes back to what I just said. It's something to try. I started juicing when I was around 9 or 10 years old. I started doing a lot of things around 9 or 10 years old, and did it for a long time. The one thing to point out, if you didn't know about juicing, there's blending and there's juicing. So blending, like a Vitamix or whatever the other one is called, that high-speed blending, there's evidence to show that by doing that, it actually destroys a lot of the nutrients in the fruits and vegetables that you are making your smoothie or your juice or whatever out of. The blending benefit is it keeps the fiber in. So that helps lower the glycemic index slightly, but it still destroys a lot of the nutrients, in my opinion. Now, I don't have anything on me right now to back that up, but if you look at juicing, also, when you remove the pulp, what happens is you're condensing all of that juice into this delicious, depending on what you're doing, this delicious juice. But more often than not, that juice, I guess depends on what it is like 100% sugar. So for those of you that are really into like anti-sugar, no sugar, like zero sugar, I don't do zero sugar. I kind of do, but I don't pay that much attention to it. If something's got a little sugar in it, no big deal. But if you juice a carrot, for example, carrots have so much sugar in them when you juice it. So fruits, same way. So that's another thing to pay attention to is if you are juicing. One thing important if you are juicing is get a low RPM juicer, because they make those super high centrifugal ones that are like 10 billion RPMs. Well, that destroys a lot of the nutrients. If you get one, you can get, I had a Green Star, I think it was called. It's an auger, and it actually just ground up the fruits and vegetables, worked better on vegetables, and wouldn't destroy as much of it basically simulated chewing, if that makes sense. It masticated it to a certain extent by using these augers to extract the juice from it. So I would say play with it. I don't juice anymore. I thought about it. I still have Vitamix. I still throw things in there sometimes, but most of the time, the best way, in my opinion, to get your fruits and vegetables is to eat them, because this is super important. The difference between eating and drinking something is when you eat something and you chew it, the enzymes in your saliva combine with the food that you're eating. That's why it's important to chew your food properly no matter what you're eating. The enzymes in your mouth combine with what you're eating to help it digest better and to absorb the nutrients and the things that you need in your body better. So eat real food. It comes back to that every time. Eat real food. If you do like juices and smoothies and whatever else, and you are doing that, chew them. I did this. I didn't know I was doing it, and then I had people start making fun of me. And they're like, "Dude, you're drinking a smoothie or you're drinking a juice. Why are you chewing it?" I was like, I didn't even know I was doing it. But if you're gonna have smoothies and juices and things like that, take a drink, like literally act like you're chewing it, because by doing that, it'll activate the saliva that you need to help digest it and absorb it even better. Wow, right? At some point, I'm going to do a couple of these different topics this week, but like I said, there's no way I can get this done within like a 5 minute quick episode of this. So no matter what you do, eat real food, chew it, stop and enjoy it, and have an amazing day because it's better than the alternative.